I've always been surrounded with music. It's something that gives me joy. It's something I want to do for the rest of my life. Living a balanced life and take them with me into the future.
She once lit up the streets with her violin, captivating audiences with every note. Her bow danced across the strings, filling the air with melodies that made strangers stop, watch, and smile. Millions of people around the world grew up witnessing her extraordinary talent, sharing in her joy as she performed, practiced, and chased her dreams. Then, something changed. Karolina Protsenko, the violin prodigy who seemed destined for stardom, suddenly appeared to vanish from the spotlight. Her social media went quieter, her live performances became less frequent, and fans everywhere were left wondering, what really happened? Was it the pressures of fame that made her step back? A personal choice to focus on life beyond music? Or is there something far deeper and more unexpected that no one saw coming? This story isn't just about a young prodigy pausing her journey. It's about understanding the stillness behind the music, the silent moments that define a person beyond the spotlight. Join us in this video as we explore Karolina Protsenko's life, her meteoric rise, her extraordinary talent, her influence on millions, and ultimately, the truth behind the girl who stole hearts with a violin. At just 16 years old, Karolina Protsenko is more than a violinist. She is a musical force, a global influencer, and a beacon of inspiration for young dreamers everywhere. With over 8.5 million YouTube subscribers, 10 million Facebook followers, and more than 2 billion views across her channels, Karolina has transformed her passion into an empire. But numbers alone don't tell the full story. Her journey is the story of a little girl who took a dream and turned it into reality, inspiring millions along the way. Her music isn't just about notes or technique, it's about joy, connection, and hope. Karolina isn't confined to one genre. She blends classical violin with pop, jazz, and even electronic sounds, creating a unique musical identity that appeals to younger audiences while staying true to her roots. Many believe she's on the verge of releasing more albums, building on the success of her 2018 album, My Dream. Imagine her performing on world-renowned stages such as Carnegie Hall, or collaborating with top orchestras like Orchestra Nova LA and the Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra. Her vision doesn't stop at music, either. She has plans to launch free violin lessons on YouTube, making music education accessible to children who might otherwise never have the opportunity. Karolina's natural charisma, fluency in English and Russian, and ability to connect with people make her more than a musician. She's a potential future icon in multiple creative arenas, whether in acting, songwriting, or mentoring the next generation. One thing is certain, Karolina Protsenko is only getting started. Her journey has already inspired millions, and her story is still unfolding. But who is Karolina, really, and how did she rise to such extraordinary heights? Let's dive into her beginnings. Karolina Protsenko's story begins far from the limelight of global fame, in the heart of Kiev, Ukraine, where she was born on October 3, 2008. Music was woven into her earliest memories. Her parents, both accomplished musicians, surrounded her with the sounds of keyboards and guitars from birth. Even as a toddler, Karolina showed a unique connection to music. She didn't just hear it, she felt it. Every note seemed to spark something in her, hinting at the prodigious talent that was waiting to be revealed. In 2015, Karolina and her family moved to the United States when she was just 6 years old. Shortly afterward, she began playing the violin. With the guidance of expert instructors and an insatiable passion for music, Karolina quickly honed her skills. Her teachers immediately recognized her extraordinary potential. Everything changed in 2017, during the summer when Karolina was 9 years old. Armed with her violin, she stepped onto the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica and began performing for the public. With her parents by her side for support, she played pop songs and classical pieces with a stage presence far beyond her years. Her performances weren't just technically impressive, they were alive, full of emotion and energy. People passing by stopped in their tracks, some moved to tears, others clapping and cheering. Karolina quickly realized something profound. Her music had the power to touch people's hearts, to bring joy and inspiration into the lives of strangers. What began as casual street performances blossomed into a rising phenomenon. Karolina began mixing classical music with contemporary hits, crafting a sound uniquely her own. Her confidence grew alongside her growing reputation. From the streets of Santa Monica to the screens of millions online, Karolina Protsenko was no longer just a girl with a violin, she was a global rising star. Karolina Protsenko's early success wasn't just due to her skill, it was her ability to connect with people. Every performance, whether in front of a large crowd or a handful of curious onlookers, was delivered with sincerity. She didn't just play music, she lived it. Her stage presence was mesmerizing, her body swaying naturally with each note, her expressions perfectly mirroring the music's emotional highs and lows. What drew audiences wasn't just technical proficiency, it was joy. Her smile was infectious, her passion undeniable. Viewers felt it, they couldn't help but be drawn in. As her YouTube channel gained traction, the quality of her content improved. She collaborated with videographers and sound engineers to produce videos that were cinematic experiences rather than simple uploads. Fans were particularly moved by a duet with her mother, Ella, performing "You're the Reason" by Callum Scott. The heartfelt connection between mother and daughter was undeniable, and the video quickly went viral, catapulting Karolina's fame to a new level. Karolina's collaborations expanded, showcasing her versatility. One standout was with Italian saxophonist Daniele Vitali, producing a fusion of violin and saxophone that captivated audiences. Their performance of "Shallow from a Star Is Born" became an online sensation, displaying a natural chemistry that resonated with fans worldwide. Her cover of "Dance Monkey," performed on the streets of Santa Monica in a single continuous take, is another unforgettable moment. The combination of city backdrop, audience interaction, and flawless musical execution made the performance a viral masterpiece. Karolina Protsenko had transcended street performances, she was now a global phenomenon, inspiring millions with her artistry and authenticity. Karolina's influence extends far beyond live performances. Her strong online presence allows her to maintain a direct connection with fans worldwide, reaching people in over 50 countries. Her main YouTube channel alone features over 250 violin interpretations, covering genres from pop and rock to classical and Latin music. Each video is not just a cover, it's an emotional journey, showcasing her creativity, authenticity, and technical mastery. Her videos consistently receive millions of views, yet what sets her apart is the emotional depth and personal touch she brings to every performance. Karolina's music is also available on streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and Amazon Music Unlimited, allowing fans to carry her performances wherever they go. Her cover of "Despacito" by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee captured hearts around the world, combining rhythm and beauty in a way only she can. Through her music, Karolina brings people together. She speaks a universal language, connecting cultures, ages, and backgrounds. By embracing multiple languages and musical styles, she demonstrates that music transcends borders. Karolina isn't just a performer, she's a role model. She shows that hard work, passion, and positivity can create meaningful impact, not just through music, but through the lives we touch. 2019 marked a pivotal year for Karolina when she was invited to perform on The Ellen Show. Her cover of Post Malone's "Sunflower" charmed the audience, earning her a special custom-made blue violin from Ellen herself. It was a moment of recognition, encouragement, and validation of her hard work and dedication. Karolina continued to collaborate with other young talents, including Angelica Hale, who finished second on America's Got Talent. Their duet on "Clean Bandit's Symphony" showcased their individual brilliance and mutual artistic connection. Karolina's violin intertwined beautifully with Angelica's soaring vocals, creating a performance filled with emotion, depth, and joy. These collaborations highlight Karolina's ability to inspire and connect through music, proving that her influence extends beyond solo performances. She is building a network of creativity, fostering relationships that amplify her talent and reach. Karolina Protsenko is more than a violinist, she is a source of hope and inspiration for millions of young people worldwide. Her videos, posts, and live interactions have motivated thousands of fans to take up the violin, pursue their passions, and believe in themselves. Stories pour in daily, like a 14-year-old girl from Brazil who bought her first violin inspired by Karolina's performances. In 2022, Karolina launched Play with Karolina, an online violin cover contest that received over 500 entries from 30 countries. She personally provided feedback to winners, creating a deeply personal and motivational experience for aspiring musicians. Through TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, Karolina shares not just music but life lessons, resilience, and authenticity. She candidly documents challenges, from poor performances to moments of self-doubt, connecting with fans in ways that are honest and meaningful. Her story emphasizes that success isn't just about fame or recognition, it's about touching lives, encouraging others, and sharing light and positivity in a challenging world. From a street performer in Santa Monica to a global sensation, Karolina's journey is a testament to what talent, dedication, and compassion can achieve. Karolina Protsenko is at a turning point. With incredible talent, a loyal global fan base, and a passion for connecting with others, the possibilities for her future are endless. Whether through music, online mentorship, or new creative endeavors, Karolina continues to inspire, uplift, and amaze. Her story reminds us that behind every viral video and every beautiful performance is a human being with dreams, challenges, and the courage to follow their heart. The world may wonder what happened to Karolina Protsenko, but the truth is simple: she's growing, evolving, and preparing for her next chapter. And when she returns to the spotlight, it will be with the same joy, passion, and magic that captured our hearts from the very beginning. Her journey isn't over, it's only just beginning. And one thing is certain: the world will be watching, listening, and inspired by every note. Despite her extraordinary talent and global fame, Karolina Protsenko is still a teenager navigating the complexities of growing up. Fame at a young age brings both incredible opportunities and unique challenges. While millions admire her music, there is also the pressure to constantly perform, produce content, and maintain a public persona. Balancing school, personal growth, and music is no easy task. Karolina has been remarkably disciplined, but the demands of social media, concerts, and collaborations can be overwhelming even for adults. It's important to remember that behind every viral video is a young girl striving to live a normal life while simultaneously being admired around the world. Fans often wonder if this balancing act contributed to her pause in the spotlight. Was Karolina taking time to focus on personal growth? Was she prioritizing education or her emotional well-being? While the world watched her bow dance across strings, she might have needed a moment to just be Karolina, without the weight of millions of eyes on her every move. Karolina Protsenko's rise to fame is inseparable from social media. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok propelled her into households around the globe. Her videos, often filled with emotion and technical mastery, have amassed billions of views. But with great visibility comes scrutiny. Online fame can be a double-edged sword. Fans celebrate every achievement, but social media also exposes a young artist to criticism, unsolicited opinions, and the constant pressure to perform at peak levels. Karolina's family has been her anchor, supporting her through both praise and challenges. By stepping back from the spotlight at times, she may have been protecting her mental health, allowing herself space to grow without public pressure. Her story is a reminder that even prodigies need moments of stillness away from the lens. Karolina's parents have been central to her journey. Both accomplished musicians themselves, they nurtured her talent while keeping her grounded. Their guidance has ensured that Karolina's passion for music never feels like an obligation, but rather an expression of her heart. Her family's decision to move from Kyiv to the United States in 2015 was pivotal. It provided opportunities that may not have been possible otherwise, exposing Karolina to a wider audience and giving her access to world-class music instructors. Their constant support, from accompanying her to street performances to collaborating in duets, has helped her navigate the complexities of fame while remaining true to herself. Even prodigies need time to reflect. Stepping away from the spotlight doesn't always indicate decline, sometimes it signals growth. For Karolina, periods of stillness may have been essential for developing her artistry. During these times, she likely focused on personal exploration, music experimentation, and life outside of performance, all of which can deepen an artist's perspective. It's common for young talents to feel the need for introspection, to explore who they are outside of their public image. Karolina's temporary withdrawal could have been a strategic pause, preparing her for the next stage of her career with more maturity, creativity, and emotional depth. Karolina Protsenko isn't content with being just a performer. Her creativity pushes her into experimentation, blending classical violin with pop, jazz, electronic, and world music. She has expressed interest in songwriting and composing her own pieces, showing a desire to innovate and evolve her sound. Moreover, her planned YouTube teaching series highlights her commitment to giving back. Karolina wants to make music education accessible to children who lack resources, proving that her vision extends beyond fame. She wants to create a legacy, inspiring others not only to play but also to dream. Collaborating with other artists has been a key component of Karolina's growth. From duets with her mother to performances with Daniele Vitali and Angelica Hale, each partnership has expanded her musical horizons. These collaborations challenge Karolina to adapt, listen, and merge her sound with others, helping her refine her technique and emotional expression. They also introduce her to new audiences, broadening her reach while strengthening her influence as a young musician who can connect across cultures and genres. Many fans noticed a quiet period in Karolina's online presence, which fueled speculation. Some wondered if she had retired early, while others believed she was simply focusing on personal growth. The truth is likely more nuanced. Karolina's temporary pause may have been driven by a combination of factors: school commitments, personal development, experimentation with music, and the natural desire to enjoy adolescence away from the public eye. This moment of stillness reminds us that behind the viral videos and global recognition is a human being learning, growing, and navigating life like any other teenager. Despite any pauses, Karolina's influence on young musicians remains undeniable. She has inspired children from the US to Asia, Europe, and South America to pick up their first violin. Stories of fans buying violins because of her performances, joining competitions, or starting music lessons are a testament to her lasting impact. Karolina has also used her platform to encourage resilience, positivity, and creativity. Through social media, contests, and personal interactions, she creates a community where young people feel empowered to pursue their dreams, no matter the obstacles. Karolina Protsenko has never been content to stay in one genre. While she started with classical and pop covers, her curiosity and creativity have pushed her into experimenting with jazz, electronic, and world music influences. Each experiment allows her to explore new emotions, techniques, and storytelling methods through her violin. Her experimentation isn't just for novelty, it reflects her desire to connect with different audiences and express feelings that words alone cannot convey. By blending genres, Karolina ensures that her music resonates with both young listeners discovering her for the first time and seasoned music lovers appreciating her technical mastery. Her ability to merge styles shows that she isn't just performing songs, she is redefining what a young violinist can achieve in the modern music landscape. Karolina's creativity goes beyond music. She actively participates in the conceptualization of her videos, from choosing locations and costumes to imagining how each performance tells a story. Collaborating with videographers and editors, she ensures that every video is an immersive experience, rather than just a musical performance. This creative involvement has helped her understand storytelling, production, and audience engagement, skills that will serve her well in any future artistic endeavor, whether it's music, acting, or content creation. Karolina is learning that artistry isn't limited to one instrument, it's about creating an entire experience that leaves a lasting impression. Karolina's influence is reflected in countless personal stories shared by her fans. A teenager in Vietnam shared how she was inspired to practice daily after seeing Karolina's videos, achieving her first solo performance within months. A young boy in the United States said he gained the courage to audition for his school orchestra because of her example. In Brazil, a 14-year-old girl bought her first violin after watching Karolina's performances, proudly sending clips of her progress to Karolina's social media. These stories highlight how Karolina's music doesn't just entertain, it empowers and motivates people to take action on their dreams. Her fans often describe her as approachable and kind, someone who shares not just her music but also her humanity, teaching resilience, patience, and joy through her actions and words. Collaboration has been a key driver of Karolina's growth. Her duets with Angelica Hale and Daniele Vitali are more than just performances, they are lessons in listening, adapting, and connecting through music. Karolina has shown a natural ability to mentor and inspire younger musicians, sharing tips, encouragement, and feedback. Her online contests, like Play with Karolina, allow aspiring violinists to grow under her guidance, creating a community of support and learning. Through these collaborations, Karolina teaches that success isn't just about individual talent, it's about lifting others, sharing knowledge, and celebrating collective creativity. While the world sees Karolina's achievements, they rarely see the pressures she faces. Maintaining online presence, performing live, attending school, and exploring new artistic avenues is a lot for anyone, let alone a teenager. The constant expectation to perform perfectly can be mentally exhausting. Stepping back from the spotlight may have been Karolina's way of preserving her mental and emotional health, reminding fans that even prodigies need time to breathe, reflect, and recharge. Her journey teaches a valuable lesson: success is not a race, and personal growth is just as important as public recognition. No matter the direction, one thing is certain: Karolina will continue to inspire, innovate, and capture hearts worldwide. Her story reminds everyone that passion, kindness, and resilience can create a lasting impact beyond the spotlight. Her story is a blueprint for aspiring musicians and creators, showing that success is measured not only by views or applause but by the lives you touch along the way. Karolina's rise to fame is punctuated by performances that went viral, reaching millions around the world. Each video wasn't just a showcase of skill, it was a moment that touched hearts. One notable example is her violin cover of Another Love by Tom Odell. Karolina's rendition conveyed raw emotion, telling the story of love, loss, and hope purely through her instrument. The video quickly amassed millions of views, spreading across social media platforms and inspiring countless young musicians to pick up their instruments. Another standout is her street performance of Dance Monkey with Daniele Vitali. The single-take video captured not only their technical brilliance but also the spontaneity and joy of live music. The audience's reactions, combined with the bustling Santa Monica backdrop, created a viral sensation that cemented her status as a global phenomenon. These viral moments highlight Karolina's ability to connect with people emotionally, proving that music transcends language and cultural barriers. Behind the magic of Karolina's performances lies hours of dedicated practice. While she makes it look effortless, her mastery of the violin is the result of disciplined routines, meticulous attention to detail, and relentless pursuit of improvement. Karolina balances traditional classical training with creative experimentation. She works on technique, tone, and expression, ensuring each performance is both technically precise and emotionally captivating. Her willingness to push herself beyond comfort zones allows her to explore new genres and arrangements, constantly evolving as an artist. Fans often underestimate the effort behind her polished performances, but Karolina's journey emphasizes that true talent is nurtured through consistent hard work and perseverance. Karolina has occasionally shared personal reflections on social media, giving fans a glimpse into her mindset. She talks openly about challenges, self-doubt, and moments of frustration, reminding everyone that even prodigies face obstacles. In a particularly heartfelt post, she admitted feeling disheartened after a performance didn't go as planned. Yet, she emphasized the importance of resilience, saying that mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow. Posts like these resonate with her audience, showing that success is not about perfection but about persistence and passion. Karolina's honesty strengthens her bond with fans, allowing them to see her not just as a musician but as a role model who navigates life with courage and authenticity. Karolina's music has left a tangible impact on her audience. From teenagers starting violin lessons inspired by her performances to fans sharing stories of emotional healing, the responses are as diverse as her music. A young fan in India recounted how Karolina's videos gave her the courage to perform in her school concert for the first time. A fan in Europe shared that watching Karolina practice and share tips online motivated them to create their own YouTube music channel. Stories like these reveal the transformative power of her influence, showing that Karolina's reach extends far beyond entertainment. It touches lives and fosters confidence, creativity, and self-expression. Despite her growing fame, Karolina's presence online and in public performances sometimes slows, leaving fans wondering, what happened? The reasons behind her pauses may be multi-layered. They could include focusing on school, personal growth, experimenting with music, or simply taking a well-deserved break to enjoy her adolescence. By stepping back, she allows herself to return with renewed creativity, energy, and inspiration, ensuring that each future performance is meaningful and authentic. This period of stillness highlights an important lesson: even extraordinary talent needs time to breathe and reflect. For Karolina, her pause isn't an ending, it's a preparation for what's next. The future for Karolina Protsenko is brimming with possibilities. She may continue to expand her musical repertoire, releasing original compositions that combine classical, pop, jazz, and experimental styles. Her planned YouTube teaching series could revolutionize music education, making violin lessons accessible to children globally. Additionally, acting, composing for film, or creating her own multimedia projects may be on the horizon. Karolina's story reminds us that youth and talent, when combined with passion and humility, can create endless opportunities. Whatever she chooses to pursue, her influence as a musician, mentor, and inspiration will continue to grow worldwide. Karolina Protsenko is more than a violinist. She is a storyteller, a role model, a mentor, and an inspiration. From the streets of Santa Monica to millions of screens worldwide, her journey embodies the power of passion, perseverance, and authenticity. Her pauses and reflections are part of her growth, reminding us that behind every viral performance is a young artist learning, experimenting, and evolving. Karolina's story is a testament to the impact one person can have on the world through dedication, kindness, and creativity. As she continues to explore new musical horizons and inspire the next generation, one thing is certain: Karolina Protsenko's journey is just beginning, and the world will be watching with admiration and awe.